Good morning and welcome back to another YouTube video where I continue the process of learning this Korg Kaossilator Pro. Today I just want to talk about tempo, the speed and scales. So first of all, when you first boot up this Kaossilator Pro, its default setting on the tempo, or the speed you might want to call, is 120. So how do we determine that? I mean, you can't see it there. So if I press this button down, it then shows in this screen part here 120 beats per minute. Doesn't stay on very long, it just automatically goes back off. Look, press it again, there it is. That's quite a good speed. Let's have a listen to that, how fast that sounds. Let's put on, let's find drums. No, hang on. Well, I've put on pre-programmed rhythm. So that's 120 beats per minute. Now if I press it down and now turn it, it turns up in 1/10 of a beat increments, which is quite slow but very precise, as you can see there. 121 beats I've turned up to there. 120, going towards 122 beats per minute. Okay, so that's quite a slow, precise way of 1/10 of a beat to change. Now I'm going to show you the second way of making that a little bit quicker. Okay, it's automatically gone off. Press it again. Now if you press the shift button at the same time, watch, it'll, hang on, press the shift button and turn it. Now you can see it's actually going up in 1 beats, look, in beat increments. So I've gone to 130 beats per minute there. Okay, so that's the second way. So press it down, 1/10 of a beat. Press the shift button, press the shift, I go up in whole beats. So let's take it back to the 120, which is default. I can go below that, of course. Now the other one is the tap tempo. So if I tap this, I'm going to tap it slower than 120. So this is the speed, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, do, 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 do. Okay, it's giving me 85.5. So we'll say, okay, automatically goes off, press it again, it should go back to that 85.5. Now I can turn it up again in increments of tenths, or I can press the shift button and go up in whole beats. Let's take it back to the 120. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, go. So it's 88. Let's have a listen to it now. So it's much slower. Let's do even slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a very quick way of changing the tempo just by using the tap tempo button here. So let's take it to somewhere back. I mean, if I try to change it back from there, even by holding the shift, look, it's going to take quite a while to get up to 120. See, it's a lot of turns. So let's go back to where it was. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, 53. But I want to get back to 120, 130. Just increasing my speed on my finger there. So it's roughly, look, not bad guess that. It's set at that. Flashes, goes off. There you are, 130. So that's how to change the tempo up and down in 1/10 increments. Okay, let's have a look. let's take it back to setting 120. 1/10 of a beat increments. By pressing shift it's whole beat increments, and then by pressing the tempo fast takes it right up to 209, or we can go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 3 ways of changing the tempo there that I know of. There might be another way, I don't know. So let's go back. Not a bad guess that. Back to the default setting there at 120. Now the next thing I want to talk about is scales. Let me see what time I'm on. 5 minutes, okay? There we are. If you press this scale button, it will normally be on Ionian probably. I think Ionian is probably the default. Ionian, what the crap does that mean? Ionian scale is the normal major scale. Your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. If you think of the C scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, that's the whole octave of C, of course. The C scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C again for the root note repeated. So again, if you press the scale, you want to be looking through them. Okay, the first one, turn it to the left, you can't go any further, is off. Second, let's go back on again. Second one is chromatic, where you're using the whole 12 notes, which includes your sharps and flats. Well, sharps and flats are enharmonic, they're the same thing really. If you take your guitar for example and you start on the 6th string at the 1st fret and play each note fretted right up to your 12th fret, you've got a chromatic scale there. So let me press it again. That's your chromatic, Ionian. So off, chromatic, Ionian. Ionian scale, that's the one we kind of want. Let's go on to, I've just gone into lead 1. Let's have a listen. I want to check how many octaves it's covering here. So I'm going to press the shift button and then the scale. 1 octave, can you see that? You can change the octaves with that. So let's stay on 1 octave, just to clarify. And now what key am I in? Key of A. Well, I don't want key of A, so I'm going to change that. You can go left or right. We want the C, okay? Now we've got a dash that appears either above or below there, so I'm going to go to the left. And you can't go any further. That's going to tell me it's C set as the default. So we've got a C major scale. Let's just press it again. Key of C. We're in 1 octave by pressing shift in scale. Yeah, that's fine. Ionian, just press the scale by itself. So from there, if I go into, let's go into the pre-programmed rhythm. If I was to record that, this is what it sounds like. Now the tempo is 120, so I can have 16 beats. Anything less on the tempo than this, about 108 beats per minute. Anything under that there, look, defaults to 8 beats or 2 bars. Anything over 108, you can have 16 beats, which is 4 bars of 4/4. So let's just go back to 120. Let's have a listen to that. We're on this one here, number 7. Pre-programmed 160, number 160. Now if we record that, I'm pressing down A, right, 7, 8, and that's going to keep playing there. I'm just going to mute it for now while I explain the next bit. Now we can check, we did that in the Ionian scale and the key scale of C major. I press these 2 buttons, got C, scale, Ionian, the type, C major, and we've got a tempo of 120 beats per minute. Now what I want to do, I've just recorded that. Now I want to do some soloing over that with some particular, let's just go to number 1, lead, and we're going to change the scale now. I want